Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we are doing a current household and I'm actually in The Sims 4 for once. I feel like I haven't played The Sims 4 in months. I can't actually remember the last time that I properly played and enjoyed The Sims 4 until now. So we are in Henford-on-Bagley. And I believe in my last speed build, I mentioned the hype of cottage living before it came out. Though I think I was an absolute noob and called it country living. Like, please forgive me. But my hype for this pack went from like 0 to 100 like the day before it released. And I ended up getting myself a copy. Though I don't have the bonus items, I spoke to EA chat and I didn't get them. I got mine on CD keys though, so I wasn't like too surprised I didn't get them. I just figured, you know, if you had the pack, you should get them before the date. But it's literally 3 things. Like, I'm not that bothered. I'd rather save like 15 quid than have a gnome I'm never gonna use. But anyway, I have been playing Cottage Living a lot recently and I'm having a good time with it. So I thought I would just show you my family and my household and everything. Warning though, I have been posting this on Tumblr, and although I've increased my queue to post 6 times a day, this is still very ahead of where my queue is. So if you are following my legacy on Tumblr, I'd maybe just give this video a bit of a skip, but I just want to show you what I've been doing. So this cottage is one of like the starter homes that comes in Henford-on-Bagley, and I haven't really done anything to it, to be honest. I have changed the garden a little bit so I could add in Llamageddon, which is the animal shed that my llama Kuzco lives in. And he is actually out in the garden just now. It's almost 7 AM, so everyone is awake. But here we have Kuzco. I don't have any clothes for most of my animals. That's something I'm still working on. Oops, we're pinging all over the place. We have a cow plant called Mutilda. Here is Foghorn Leghorn. He is our golden rooster and we love him a lot. This is Rocky, a chick. Babs, a chicken. And who's this? Bunty, another chicken. I think that's all the sort of hens and things we have. Other than Foghorn Leghorn, who is named after like the rooster Foghorn Leghorn. All the hens are named from Chicken Run, and Kuzco is named from the Emperor's New Groove. Like, don't come at me. Also, my hen house is called Clackin' Bell, like from the GTA series. So that's a thing. But if we go in here, the main sim that I have been playing with is actually called Mabel Ridgeway. So I wasn't really, oh gosh, she's eating just now. I wasn't actually expecting to enjoy the gameplay as much as I have. So she has a very generic backstory that literally everybody that's playing Cottage Living has been doing. Oh, hey, my grandparents had this cottage in Henford-on-Bagley, but they're dead. Now I've inherited it. That's literally Mabel's story. Her parents died when she was young, so she was raised mostly by her grandparents. But due to their age and, you know, the situation with running a small farm, they didn't have enough time to sort of dedicate to her upbringing. So she ended up going to like a boarding school in Windenburg, which is kind of the city I imagine being, or town, I guess, that I imagine being the closest to Henford. The way I play The Sims 4, I don't really like my Sims to travel between all the different worlds because I just feel it's really unrealistic. Like, Henford is obviously based on like English countryside. I'm sorry if you can hear a dog barking, by the way. Like, my neighbour's dog was just going off. Yeah, Henford's obviously based on England. And, like, for example, like, Mount Komorebi is based on Japan. Like, you couldn't go, like, UK to Japan in, like, 5 minutes just for a wee shopping trip and then pop back home. And then maybe head over to, like, LA for dinner. Like, you know, that just isn't how it works. So I don't really like my Sims traveling between all these different worlds unless they're staying over. So I kind of just assume Windenburg is like geographically the closest and the most viable place that maybe a boarding school would be. So anyway, Mabel grew up there. After she turned into a legal adult, she inherited her grandparents' property after they died. And, you know, she has been working on getting Ridgeway Farms back to, you know, a good status. So she was obviously made to test out the cottage living pack. So she does have the country caretaker aspiration, which we are almost finished. We just need to reach maximum relationship with a cow, chicken, or llama. We did have a maximum relationship with Foghorn Leghorn, but after we changed him into a golden rooster, we lost that. So we're working on that again. And we need to come first in the Finchwick Fair, which we have already done, but I didn't do it on this aspiration tier. So if we have a look in their bedroom, I do actually have a winning ribbon. This was for the plant competition, or the plant, yeah, I think it was the plant one. And this was my first fair that I ever went to, and I didn't have any crops with me, but I had like some seed packets. So I opened that, I took out a normal grape, and then I won. So hopefully we can do that again. But we also have some photos of Mabel here. So this is Mabel with Sophie the snail, and this is Mabel on holiday in Granite Falls, where she met a bear. I do have some other family photos, but I will show you them in 2 seconds. So we're almost finished her main aspiration, which I think is really fun. So she does have a career. She is a seed scatterer, in the garden career. Oh, I think I must have finished her errands. She did have a couple errands, but I haven't really focused on them too much. I think I would like to focus on them maybe with Michael, which I will talk about in a second. But yeah, she had the want to get a job. Previously, like when I started this originally, she was just earning money through crops and cross stitch and all that kind of stuff. But then she got the whim to get a job. I think she was feeling confident after cooking. So I decided to put her in the gardener career because I do feel that suited her most. Her hobby also includes yoga. So she got this for Christmas, and there's not really anywhere else in the house to put it because it's really small. But we have that. So let's have a look here at her traits. So she loves the outdoors, she is an animal enthusiast and a foodie. She also has likes and dislikes, so I made her like blues music, classical music, singer-songwriter, focus music and jazz music. She likes baking, wellness, fishing, gardening, handiness and cooking. She doesn't like programming or mischief. She likes yellow, blue, green and pink, and she dislikes orange. And she does have the outdoorsy lifestyle. She did also have the close-knit friend group one, but as we started making more friends, she lost that. So that's kind of where we're at. I also play on long lifespan because I play glacially slowly when I'm not recording. So, you know, we've been in this world for like 1.5 years now. But, you know, we've literally just started our lives, but it's fine. And if we have a look over here, she is actually the owner of the Henford Hens. So I made this so she could try and make some friends within the village. And this is kind of what I see as like a village committee. So anything that's going on in the village, they will help plan. The mayor isn't in this, which, you know, in hindsight, I maybe should have put her in. But, you know, I just feel like this is somewhere they go to the local pub. So the Gnome's Arms is their club meeting spot. And then they have a good time. They organize things. So when seasons happen, like seasons change and there's big events coming, it's like a Harvest Fest parade, Spooky Day, all that kind of stuff. They would maybe organize things for the village to do. So that's just kind of like a village committee. So we have Michael, Thomas, Sarah. It's probably pronounced Sarah, but I have been calling her Sarah this whole time. Simon and Kim. So when she was only friends with Michael and Sarah, but when she was only friends with those two, that's when she had the close-knit lifestyle. And Sarah is her best friend. That is the first person she met when she moved to Henford, and they have been so close ever since. They celebrate the holidays together. They have a great time. I love her. I honestly think she's such a pretty sim. Like, honestly, most of the sims in this world are really pretty. You know, the Watson family need a bit of work. Like, that teenage daughter literally looks like 40. But for the most part, the sims in this world are really pretty. The world itself is also actually very pretty, but, you know. So, moving on. This is Michael Bell. He is the creature keeper here. Or he was. He was the creature keeper when we met him. But, you know, we've married him. We've moved him into a home. And he doesn't have that anymore, so a random one has just spawned. But I think Michael's really cute. I really like him. So he also has the country caretaker aspiration at the moment. Though honestly, I'm probably going to change it because I'm working on this with Mabel. and I don't really feel like I want to do it again. So I might move him into like another sort of nature aspiration and get him to work on it. He is unemployed though, so as I was saying earlier, I do think I will get Michael to work on errands within the city. I say city, it's a village, but I'll probably get him to work on errands, and then tending the farm will be his main sort of priority as well. Because with Mabel going out to a more sort of quote-unquote traditional job, she's not going to have as much time to tend the crops, and we don't have a lot at the moment, but even with the animal sheds and everything, it still takes up a good chunk of the day. So I would like him to sort of stay unemployed and just continue working like from home. Oh, I didn't have a look at Mabel's skills. Sorry, I will just quickly show you them in case you're interested. She has quite a lot. So we're 5 in charisma, 4 in comedy. These have been sort of passive skills. I haven't been actively trying to get them. Cooking is a 7, which is one of her likes, so I'm happy about that. We're 3 in cross stitch, so we are just sort of developing our cross stitching, and we are selling them on Plopsy as like a bit of a side hustle. 2 in dancing, 6 in fishing. Fishing is another one I've actively been doing. Fitness is 4. She does go to the gym quite regularly, just because I think it was maybe last fall I noticed she was starting to put on quite a bit of weight, and we do have the Simple Living Lot Challenge. So we've only been eating what we can cook, and you know, if that's like a junk food meal, you know, the pounds add up. So we have been making her go to the gym just so she can sort of maintain her physique. Like, she's not like super skinny by any stretch of the imagination, but like she didn't want to be as curvy as she got. So, you know, we have been keeping up a sort of fitness regime, and that is when she discovered how much she loved wellness. So that's exciting. Gardening is a 7, handiness is a 2, herbalism is a 4, logic, parenting, photography, singing, and video gaming are all level 1. These, again, are not things I have been actively trying to do with her. It's just what she's picked up along the way. And wellness is a 4. And back to Michael, he has a lot of skills. Charisma 2, comedy 2, cooking 7, dancing 2, fishing 5, fitness 1, gardening 6, gourmet cooking 1, herbalism 8, that is exciting. I would quite like to send them back to Granite Falls so we can work more on herbalism. That's one I would quite like to maximise. Knitting 5, logic 1, mischief 1, painting 2, singing 1, video games 1, writing 4. Maybe writing could be something we could look into with him. Who knows? So relationship wise, as you can see, he is married to Mabel. We got married yesterday, so like today in game is when they're going to be heading off on their honeymoon, which will be to Selva Dorada, and that is where I've decided to send them. But he is also got a romantic interest going with Kim Goldblum. Kim is the grocery stall owner. And in Henford, there's actually some lore sprinkled into this world for a change. And Kim or the grocery stall owner, it doesn't have to be Kim and Michael, but the grocery stall owner and the creature keeper had a bit of a thing going on. And it was kind of like a will they, won't they? Does he like me? Does she do this? Kind of situation. And we explored that a bit in one of the errands that Mabel did. And Michael made it clear that there was nothing going on between him and Kim. However, that has not turned out to be entirely true. So he has been having an affair with Kim the entire time he has known Mabel. And Mabel doesn't know this. Like, they had this huge situation when her and Michael started dating. And she spoke to Kim because Kim is obviously in the Henford Hens. You know, she knows Kim. She wants to be friends with Kim. And she's like, I don't want to put my life on hold on the off chance it's going to hurt your feelings. But I need to be clear with you right now. Like, me and Michael are looking to start dating. Is there anything going on there that I should be, you know, concerned about? Is there anything, you know, you want to say? Is there anything we need to clear up? And she's like, no, it's absolutely fine. You know, I'm happy for you. Do what you want. You know, we had like a date like 6 months ago and it didn't go anywhere. You know, it's fine. Water under the bridge. And Mabel took that at face value and she's moved on. So Mabel is actually quite a trusting sim, and I would also say she's probably a bit naive. So she has taken that at face value because she does trust Kim and she trusts Michael implicitly. She doesn't believe Michael would ever do anything, you know, like that to her. Oops, sorry. Just get a view with both of them. So she doesn't believe that anything untoward would go on there. However, there is. You know, Michael can't decide who he wants. He loves Mabel, but he also has a very strong connection with Kim. Although their romance bar isn't too high, they do have feelings for each other, and they do sneak off together more often than he should. And before the wedding, there was a big bust up with Agnes Crumplebottom. She caught Michael and Kim. So she runs the gardening stall with her cousin Agatha, and she has seen the way Kim was acting and seen the way that Michael and Kim were together, and she has seen them around town. Henford is a small village. People talk. So if you're going to conduct something like that in public, you have to be aware that people are going to be putting prying eyes into your business. So she went up to Michael, and she is absolutely not a fan of PDA anyway. And she definitely isn't a fan of people who don't treat their relationships with respect. And that is the way she is seeing Michael treat Mabel. She doesn't even really know Mabel. But she's like, this is not right. You know, you can't do this to people. You can't play with people's lives like this. You have to make a decision. So she has been quite nasty to Michael, rightfully so. And the two of them have a very unpleasant relationship together, to say the least. You know, Agnes has actually turned up at the house to speak to Mabel while Michael was at work, and he came home and caught them. While Agnes didn't say anything to Mabel at the time, you know, they were just sort of bonding over cross-stitch. Michael, that gave Michael the fear. You know, that put his, you know, alert level sky high. He took Agnes out of the house under the pretense of like walking her home because she's frail, and then the two of them had an argument right in Henford High Street. So that's kind of where they are. Mabel doesn't know about Kim, but, you know, Michael is struggling to keep everything under wraps, and he doesn't know how long he's going to be able to do this, especially with Kim and Mabel running in the same circles. You know, they're in the same club, they have the same friends, they go to the same places. Like, Henford is small. You're not going to be able to distance your two lovers, Michael. Come on. But that's kind of what's going on with Michael here. So it's going to be quite interesting to see how that develops. And also if Agnes does actually tell Mabel the truth. So if we have a look here at Michael, he loves the outdoors, he's a loner and an animal enthusiast, and he also is a collector. So he has very similar traits to Mabel, which I think is why they got on so well in the first place, just because, you know, they have a lot of interest in things that align. So he likes blues music, classical, romance, winter holiday, and jazz. He likes dancing, fishing, gardening, and painting. And he likes orange, red, yellow, blue, pink, and white. He actually doesn't like acting or video gaming, so maybe painting would actually probably be a better hobby for him. And finally, we have Honey, who is a little collie. I haven't really played with dogs in The Sims 4, so let me know if Honey is sick. I have taken her to the vet because she had, I think it was like starry-eyed syndrome or something. But she has been blowing these hearts since Love Day. And I thought it was cute, but then it's just not stopped. So let me know if this is like a pet illness. But this is like the spare room of the house. We have like the dressing table, the computer, and then Honey's dog toys. I don't really know what traits Honey has. I just know she's a hairy dog. But we adopted Honey as a puppy, and I love Honey. I think Honey's really cute. I didn't really feel like they had any sort of farm dogs available for adoption, but we managed to get a collie. So that's like a sort of lassie type dog. I don't think they look super similar in The Sims 4, but Honey's really cute, and Honey and Mabel have such a strong connection. They are companions. I don't know where Honey is. There she is. They have a very... Oh, that's her traits. She's hunter, hairy, and stubborn. So Honey, very cute. Also, this baby here is meant to be black. I'm not entirely sure why he shows up as white. But he is the son... excuse me. He is the son of Sarah and Simon. And that whole house is geared up for them to have a baby. So I have jumped into that household just so I could make them have that baby, because I don't have any mods in my game at the moment. I couldn't be bothered waiting for everything to update, so I just took the couple mods I had out of my game. But that's kind of where we are with this family. So I will show you the other family photos now that I've kind of explained the backstory. But we have some wedding snaps here, which I think are really cute. I'm probably not going to keep them all like this together, but I have some with Michael and Mabel, and I have some with Mabel and Sarah, or Sarah, because they're best friends. And I really like them. I think they're cute. They're not going to be staying in this cottage forever though. Aria Faye on YouTube, I've mentioned her before, but she has built a really cool windmill lot that I kind of want to move Mabel into. I think it would be really cute. So we're probably going to move out when they start having babies. That's kind of my thing. I'm going to have their honeymoon and everything, and then we're probably going to sell Grandma's cottage and we're going to move into this like renovated windmill and start our family life together, is my thoughts. But yeah, that is kind of where we're at with this household. I haven't played in a week or so because I've been doing some other things, but I'm really enjoying how the story is going with them. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I honestly haven't enjoyed The Sims 4 this much in forever. And I play The Sims 4 in a very different way than I play, you know, Sims 2 or Sims 3, but I've had a lot of fun with it. So let me know your thoughts. Do you have cottage living? Are you enjoying the pack? Have you been playing The Sims 4 recently? Tell me about your current household. Let's just talk. Also, before I go, I just want to sort of, you know, put out some feelers for suggestions and things, because I'm looking to kind of expand the kind of things I do on the channel. And I'm thinking, at the moment, this is just like a brainstorming thing, but I'm thinking we can maybe take Pleasantview down to 1 episode a week and replace Sunday with another Let's Play, so we can have some different content going in. Though I'm thinking I want to do something that's maybe a bit more story based than gameplay based. So kind of like when I've been playing The Sims 4, it's obviously I've been playing the game, but I've been developing a story alongside it. Although that wasn't obviously my initial intention, hence the, hey, I've inherited my dead grandma's cottage, woo! But yeah, I'm kind of thinking of doing something more story based instead, just because, you know, the gameplay itself, you can't really rely on like wants based as you would in like older games, because, you know, The Sims 4 doesn't play the game for you the same way that the older games would. So you kind of need to go in with a story before you start. And I'm kind of thinking maybe of doing something like that. Or, you know, maybe we could do something in The Sims 3, because I have like an idea for maybe like a Roaring Heights one. I think that could be fun. But let me know your thoughts, because obviously I want to do something that you guys are going to enjoy as well. Yeah, that's my ramble over. This is my cottage living house. I'm obsessed. The Ridgeway family is become, you know, an absolute joy to play. I love it. Yeah, let me know. All those questions I asked earlier, let me know. Let's just have a little discussion. If you have enjoyed the video and you'd like to see more things similar to this, or if you hated it, you know, let me know that too. But please consider leaving a like or dislike, you know, down below, just because YouTube likes it. And I will see you guys all in the very next video. Thank you for watching. Bye!